Hello you, welcome to Geekism. Apologies for the slight delay. Do me a favour, if you're in the chat, don't tell me I'm late. I know I'm late, I'm sitting here trying to get it sorted. It's not like I just walk in at 8 o'clock and press go. There's stuff to sort out. So please, if you're in the chat, I know, I'll start as soon as I can. I have a 7-month-old baby in the next room. Sometimes he takes priority, okay? Anyway, how are we doing? Sorry we are slightly late. I'm actually going to run off now. Now it's started because I need to go and get a drink. I have forgot my Pepsi. Look, I've got an empty glass, and also I have a very bothery baby. So I'm just saying it now. We've got top 2 teeth coming through. So if he kick, I'm on my own because Nicola's a netball on Tuesday. So if he does kick off, unfortunately, I will have to make a dart for it. But we're here. It's Studios Pack. I'm exhausted. It was really late coming out today, so I've really quickly filmed videos. And yeah, and I've got to record them and edit them afterwards for YouTube. Yes, the giveaway is now. Well, it's an ongoing thing. It's a Gleam thing. So give me 1 second. I'll get the link for you, and we'll get that started. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so I'm popping the link in the chat. I think it should work for both YouTube and Twitch. But if you're on YouTube, the link's just in the description. You'll see it there. Okay, so feel free to head over there and head that. Right, I'm going to be like 15 seconds. I'm absolutely spitting feathers. I need a drink, so I'll just be right back. Oh, you got hashtag spooky door there live in the flesh. Hotel is in the studio pack or the free update? It's in the free update. I don't care what you say about him. Everyone should leave for a laugh. Yeah, roll you clear off. Is it only a slightly spooky door this week? It's only spooky to me. I don't know whether it's picked up on the mic though. Spooky door. Okay, a few things before we get started then. One, we are giving away a copy of the Spooky DLC. There's a link in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, I'll pop it into the chat every now and again. Two, this is the last day of... it's not squeaky, it's spooky. This is the last day, last stream of March. And that little line up there looks really, really sorry for itself. So if, you know, it's all possible. If you want to help out a little old YouTuber... I will be taking donations. You can pop, there's a link in the description again, and everything goes straight back into supporting the stream, paying for the fibre optic internet, all that sort of stuff. Oh, right then. Free parties, hotels, yeah. So do you want to have a look at hotels then? Because I think a lot of people are just struggling with those, so we'll have a look at hotels. Deciduous. Okay, so just going to open a blank park. Don't stream Twitch and YouTube. YouTube can ban you, dude. No, it's fine. I've got it cleared. Please don't spam chat with that sort of thing. I know what I'm doing. Have you heard of a new game called Pixar? Yes, I have actually. I've applied for a key, not had anything back from it yet, but I don't know whether it's really my sort of thing. Hello from Flint, Michigan. Been looking forward to the stream today. Hi. Too early for bad dad jokes? Yeah. Right, so hotels then. Here's how they work. Shops and facilities. Not been able to make the live stream recently, but checking today to see your overview of the new pack. Just downloading it now. Hi, Stephen. There's going to be a video overview as well. So here we're going to look at specific issues that people are having. All right. So, but yeah, hotel seems to be a common one. So let's have a look at those. So you'll find them down here. Custom, It's a weird one, this, okay? You haven't played Planko today. Hotels, I haven't played Planko today. Have I missed this? Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, these are how they come. So they start off, as you would expect, a TARDIS, just like toilets, just like first aid, that sort of thing. So there it is. There's your hotel. And that's actually a hotel lobby. Okay, so that's what we call a hotel lobby. A foyer, they call it here, but it's basically a hotel lobby. And then you also have these two types of buildings, okay? So they are complete boxes. There's no way of getting into them or anything like that. Finally bought some North can freaking love it. House Chub Club, I put 2 on this week. Malova, I put 2 on. How awful's that? Thank you, Kay. Hello. It's a nice, short, sweet message. Hello. Thank you very much appreciated. Yeah, 2 on this week. It's not good. No, not good at all. Need 250 viewers. Wow. Okay, cool. Welcome, all of you. You're all very welcome here. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. We do loads of Planet Coaster stuff here and loads of just creative games in general, to be honest with you. Anything where we can be a bit creative. Could you move the pic to the top right? Oh, yeah. Do you know what? When we're looking at new stuff, that is not actually the best place for it, is it? So let me drop myself up there. Like so. There we go. Hope that's a bit better for you. Thank you. Good suggestion. Okay, so here we've got a standard room. And a luxury room. Okay, so they're just boxes. The guests don't go in them or anything like that. I think the way they've done this is so that there is a physical kind of a physical number, a physical space that you have to deal with in your thing. You know, UK theme parks, please don't spam the chat. I really don't feel like having to kick you out because I don't look like I've got my moderator here with me tonight. Kind of don't like those giveaway entries things. I don't like Twitter, which means I never get those entries. Oh, sorry, sweet chili bros. What can I say? I'm doing it. The reason I'm doing it is so that I can build up my client base. You know, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Right. So basic rooms, okay, and they have to be attached to the lobby. All right. So we'll click done. And then we click our hotel foyer, okay, and then we have guest thoughts, which once go in, that'll be what they use them for. And then here we have hotel rooms. At the moment, there's no rooms connected to this lobby, so we have to actually physically connect them. Is the GBP 125 the Patreon target? No, that's we do that through streams. Okay, so each stream you can do that, and basically it helps keep the streams free. Basically, I take a night off work to stream, so that covers the money I would lose from the night off in work, basically. Connect more hotel rooms. So what we could do, from the lobby, we click our hotel rooms, and there we go. And you can sort of select them like that, or I think you can't actually click them. That's really weird. So you have to select and drag, all right? Confirm. Okay. Grim Reaper, we will have a look at the new pieces. I've got a video where I go through every single one of them. They'll be going up just straight after the stream. We're looking at more specific things that people need to worry about. Does the lobby fit in a tent? Yes, it should do. Hey, Delady. You can come in chat if you want. Do you want to come in chat? Hold on, let me get thingy open. The hotel also closes. Yeah, it just works like any other building in the park. The park has to be open, but treat the park now more as a complex, with the park in it. That's how you have to try and figure it out in your head, I think. Delady, I'm in recording channel in our chat if you fancy joining. I might put it into chat, actually. Anyone can join. Feel free. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Watching live compared to your subscriber count. So good. Well, I'm glad you're all here. Welcome. So, yeah. So that's how they work, right? So, basically, the guests don't actually go into them. They're just like a physical space that you have to kind of have and own. Hey, SPR.
Hello.
SP Ridley's here. I'm just going to make sure you're not too loud on the chat. So we're just having a look around the new pack. What do you think? Have you had a go? Are you in it?
Yeah. I've been testing stuff. There's always There's like always, there's things I like a lot.
Yeah.
There's things I don't like that much.
Yeah, I kind of
but
agree.
but it's pretty great if you like building backstage areas and realistic parks. It's an amazing pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
The
it's
rides
like
are
the rise.
good.
Okay, that one. What's it called? The Terra one.
Yeah, Tower of Terror is not good.
Not great, is it really? I don't know why they
Yeah,
didn't
not
put it
great.
as a track ride. Where is it? There it is. It really should have been a track ride.
Yeah.
I think the way they've done it is a bit of a cop out. I think we'll see some cool rides on YouTube. I think people will make pretty cool stuff out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it could have been better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So each room cube counts for one guest party. Yes, that's exactly it. So as they come into the park, your guests come in as groups. We're just talking about hotels at the moment. So there's a group of two. So they would take up one hotel room as a double room, basically. So I think it's up to 6 people they can have. Okay. So the maximum capacity is 100 groups because you can have 100 rooms attached to a lobby, but you can have 2 lobbies and make another 100, and they just stick them in the same building, really. So that's that. The options, once you've got the rooms up and running, you can name all the rooms if you want to. Why you do that, I don't know. But then you can set the room prices. Obviously, you'll be able to set a higher price for higher prestige buildings. And the higher prestige buildings comes from what's around it scenery-wise, how many rooms there are, and the perks as well. So the perks are quite neat. Again, I have to have a real play with them as to whether or not they actually do anything, because often I find that these numbers just don't really do much. Hey, operator, welcome. So room service, if you click that, then it just increases. It's basically numbers, so it increases happiness for a small cost. Internet access, spa, gym, restaurants, they're all just words on a sheet. There's no actual sort of physical changes to the hotel itself. So there you go. But obviously what you can do is wrap the hotel up in scenery. There's a couple of nice ones that they give you as blueprints. Have you had a look at the hotel blueprints, Portia?
No, I haven't actually. I've been testing a little. Well, not testing, just putting the rooms and the lobby just to see.
Just to see. There's
and
one.
The menus and things. Haven't tested them with real guests.
No, I haven't had anyone go into them yet. But there's a few nice ones. There's one called Parkside Hotel. That's cute. That I like that a lot. That's one of the better blueprints I've seen them do, to be honest. A really nice roof work. Look at that. Your camera's still in the wrong corner. Why? What's wrong with it there?
Oh, that looks like. Oh, nice.
Can you see that? Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like the Frontier building.
Yeah, it does a bit. Maybe that's what they based it on. But yeah, that's quite cute. I think you get about 5 or 6. The other ones are as crazy themed as you'd expect. So there's a castle one, look. But it gives you an idea. There's a really little western one as well, so it shows you how sort of small these things can go as well. So that sort of goes there. And then all of these, you can actually see how they fit the rooms go in them now. So if you just spin into here, you can actually sort of see them all sort of lined up with the a few premium rooms. Oh, thank you very much. Wow, my God.
Oh, wow.
Bruce O'Reilly, that's incredibly generous. Thank you very much. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. You're very, very welcome. That's got you a free pass for about a year, I reckon. Wow. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that, Bruce. Wow. Okay. So cool. Yeah. There you go. So that's what they look like, all sort of stacked up. So I like this idea of the boxes having a physical space, if that makes sense. So that you can't, so that you have to actually, a big hotel has to actually be big, Because I thought
you could always cheat.
But yeah, you can hide them in the ground or whatever. You can hide them in the ground. Yeah. But it's a nice idea, and again, you can cheat with a lot of things in this game. So it's whether or not you want to kind of make the make the difficulty yourself.
Yes.
If you want to make this work, I mean, what you could do is you could build something like this one, this Parkside one. You could make each box actually have a door, and you could really use them as a physical space. Any plans for Pinewood with the pack? Maybe Pinewood Hotel. I'm not thinking a hotel. I've always said the Pinewood Hills would fit a campsite quite well. because it's because of a
You
smaller
can
scale.
actually build a campsite with this. So
But yeah,
that's
you could put one each of these under a tent. You know, that could be done. Yeah. So I think we might look at doing that. I don't think Pinewood itself would have a hotel. But as for using this stuff in Pinewood, most definitely, especially all the little odds and ends scenery pieces. So have a quick look at some of these. Like I said, there's a video coming out on the channel just after the stream, which will be me going through every single piece, basically. But I want to show you just a few of these miscellaneous pieces, because some of these are making me moist. Have you seen like
the small pieces are amazing.
yeah,
Like,
and they're great
most
scale.
of them are recolorable.
Yeah, they're just great scale. They're great. They're so plain, you know. So we have these cardboard boxes. We have this roll of cable that's colorable. We have these sort of like equipment boxes, flight cases, I guess you'd call them, that are these are all so useful. Make them cabin. Yeah, we could do cabins. That's a good idea, actually. You could make individual cabins with the cabin having its own foyer and 1 or 2 rooms inside. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. The cardboard boxes are the only ones that are not recolorable.
No, they're not actually. No, but then I mean, they're cardboard, so they wouldn't be, would they? I suppose.
Well, I've seen like.
You can get different colored
know,
cardboards. It seems weird that they don't make things recolorable, because I don't think it's that much of a tax. I don't think it's that difficult, really.
No,
I think when they're building
now,
it,
so.
I think when they're building it in a Blender or whatever they're using, you can kind of set it to be a color that's picked in game, can't you? But still, they're so good. We got this barrel. I think we've already got one of these, to be honest, with go karts, but they also come with different sort of warning labels on them now, which are quite neat. Like I say, I'm not going to go through every piece. I'm just going to go through the ones that I think will be useful for sort of backstage items, pallets, a lot of stuff that we've made using pieces.
Yes.
That I can go and delete and just stick these ones in. More
the chain link fence.
Yeah, not necessarily that they look better than the stuff we've made already, just that it's going to give that much part count back. You know, so things like this generator. We have a generator in Pinewood, so I'm going to go back and get rid of it and stick this one in, because they look pretty similar, but this one is 1 piece as far as the game is concerned, and not 100 pieces or whatever, you know. All of this stuff is so good. But yeah, that fence, where is it? Oh, look at this. It's great. It's exactly what I wanted.
Exactly.
It's
the
plain.
size is perfect.
It's good size. It's plain. Wow, Talon, thank you very much. You know me and my odd numbers. Have you rounded it up? Have you, Talon? Thank you very. I didn't expect us to hit that at all. It's not a hard cap though, so feel free to keep going if you're enjoying the stream. I'm unreasonably excited about the palette. I know, isn't it crazy? But like, we have pallets in Pinewood. I've made pallets using the planks, and they look pretty good. But you know, as far as the game's concerned, they're like 20, 30 pieces, whereas this is now 1 piece. So for that reason alone, I think I'm even going to go and get rid of the fence, the wooden fences, and use these instead. Because again, they're pretty much exactly what I've already built. But just
my fences don't look that nice like these ones. Like the change is going to be cool to see, actually.
Yeah, I think so. But that's definitely like Pinewood Hills episode this week is basically just going to be me getting rid of stuff and replacing it with the new in-game ones. Like these, like we've got traffic cones in Pinewood, but now we have decent traffic cones. So yeah, definitely. The only thing I'm not happy about that I saw in the shots, the promo shots, and thought, oh, that's going to be dead good. Is the traffic lights. Yeah, the traffic lights, because they're hanging down ones, like proper sort of like New York style ones. And obviously, we don't have those in the UK. So I was really hoping that they would be a little plainer, so we could use them in Pinewood at the zebra crossings.
We have similar ones here, but I actually like that it's broken in 3 parts.
Yeah, at least there's that. Yeah. But in the UK, they're very rarely overhanging ones like that. We normally just sort of have them at the edge of the street on a pole, you know.
Yeah.
Sort of like that, that it would look more.
It's really New York, basically.
Yeah, it is a New York one. Yeah, but at least you can kind of. I mean, you could do that, and that's
Yeah.
close, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't really look like a British traffic light, unfortunately. So, sorry, I'm missing chat. John, so are all these pieces good scale wise? A few of them are a little over the top. But for the most part, they are. One thing that I find quite interesting is they're all based around the new animatronics, the sizes of them, and let me just get into animatronics again. So they're all based around the new people animatronics we have. So let's put one of those down.
This is one thing that I don't like is the actual animatronic size.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid size. And I wanted to use the ones that are seated and the ones that are even standing up to put them in stores.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, use them as sort of staff. So apparently,
you need to see them in the floor even. It's like,
there we go. So here's the big ones that we originally had. That's just a random cowboy one. Okay, and then here is the Archer, which is for some reason the only one in the game that's scaled properly.
Yes.
Right, and then here is one of the new ones in the middle. Now they said to us that they were somewhere in between this and this, but they're not. They're the same size as the old ones, aren't they? They're huge.
Yeah, they're the same size as the cowboy.
Yeah, so they did say in the stream that they were going to be somewhere in between the animatronics and the guests, but they're not. They're the same as the animatronics. In fact, I would argue is that they probably started life as the same model, because the face and everything is the same. So the only thing they have done is hello.
Hi. Just for a minute.
The only thing they've done is like made this pole a bit more animated. Why they insist on sticking poles up everyone's arse, I don't know.
Yeah, real animatronics don't have poles in their ass.
Yeah.
I noticed that with the terror. What was it? Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
With all the zombies, and I was like, those poles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the animatronics these days, they run through the legs. The stuff goes through the legs. I guess that they want to have like a good silhouette for them, and they want them to look like animatronics at a glance, I guess. But if we wanted to, we could put the poles in ourselves. And the one that really winds me up is in the new one, is in the studios. This is not going to become a slagging session, by the way. I'm really a fan of this DLC, but
it's good.
The one thing that really goes is there's a couple of new animatronics where they're sort of hovering, floating. Here we go, this is quite cool. You get the sort of witch to look at that. Look, they're floating. Look, that's really good. But he's got this huge pole sticking up his ass. So what they should have done there is have the pole coming out of his back and going straight backwards, so that like you could put it through a wall or something. I guess would make more sense.
I guess, yeah.
But that just like that genuinely just looks like he's like moving up and down a pole.
But I'm really happy they put in like more fairy tale animatronics too.
Yeah, it's nice they've gone back over all the old themes and given us some animatronics for each of them.
Yeah, and some are now recolorable too, because
Yeah.
I asked yesterday, like, are the old animatronics also recolorable? And they were like,
no, they haven't gone
maybe the next
back.
update, but they did some of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's really cool.
Yeah, a couple of weird choices. Like we have a few of these older windows that now smash.
Yes, but they haven't put a generic glass that smashes.
Yeah, and
Those are like all the windows that probably no one uses.
I think there's really weird choices of windows, aren't there? Yeah, like that one.
Yeah, it was a really
that
weird
one,
choice.
and
I was like, huh? Those
and then
four?
there's really weird. But I mean, the good thing is that they've given us the glass explosion on its own, so at least you can kind of add it to windows.
Yeah,
You won't get
that's
that.
true.
You won't get that breaking glass on the picture, but at least you'll get that. You'll get the explosion.
Another strange thing are the new doors. They put some amazing new double doors for buildings and offices.
But made them
But
walls.
they are attached to the walls.
Yeah, it's a really weird choice. They've got these. They're pretty. They're gorgeous. They look great.
True. Yeah.
But look at that there. What a weird piece. I mean, it's like I say, it looks good, but that's so
But
weird.
we never use those.
No, it's so
I
weird to
only
give us
use
a
them
whole.
in my Western, but that's the only place I use them.
I mean, like I said, they look good, and they will look good for like main streets and things like that. But it's really weird to have, considering they've kind of realised now that we play this game so modularly. Like I don't get why they put it all into one big old block. Yeah. Like there, look, they're giving us these. I suppose we've got to bear in mind that there are people who don't want to sit and build that out of 50 pieces, you know.
No, I completely understand
And
that.
I think that's
but give me
probably
this
yeah.
and give me one with the door they attach
Just
and
give me
a hole.
give me the door as well. Yeah, like we didn't actually get any new doors. We got like a big, which is cool, a big warehouse door. For like if you're making actual sort of studio lots, and then the elevator door from the flat ride on its own as well. But that was it. Like these doors here, they just give me that. That's a great door.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
That office door is so nice, but they just haven't given it on its own. Like not even one door on its own. Like the smallest one is that two doors together. It's so weird. Such a weird. I don't get that at all. I can't figure that one out for me. But there are new glass walls. Yep. So glass wise, then we've got these ones. These are part of the studio pack. These pieces of glass that I'm showing you here. So they're those sort of big panel of glasses. They're studio pack. But then as part of the 1.6. Free one, we get some glass pieces, which I think are still in buildings, and these are great. These are exactly the sort of thing we wanted. So here they are. This one is this here I think is going to become the new most used piece. This 1x1 pane of glass. Look at that. Looks great. It's nice and plain, but you can still kind of see, you still get a little bit of refraction. It's tintable, so it's got full colours as well. Obviously, make it black to make it clear, but then you can chuck any colour you like on it. Oh, that's going to be so useful. Wouldn't it be cool if one of the devs was watching this and listening? Wouldn't it be cool if that was the case? They do listen. I think they do listen, and I think this pack, more than any other pack, shows that they listen. Because there are so many little things, and also the 1.6 update as well. There is so much little things
Female
animatronics, yeah, that look great. But even little things like the train, testing transport rides coming back.
I'm so happy with
that. There's no way that's only there because we all kicked up a fuss, Yeah. So one thing I haven't looked at, and I didn't do in my video as well, and I always forget about it. Because they always give you scenery blueprints, new scenery blueprints, and I never look at them. But yeah, here there's loads. Look, I always forget to look at these, but they always give you some really nice ideas of how to use the pieces. So let's have a look at these on the stream. So we've got this one. Whoop. This is awesome looking. Look at that whole movie set, and pretty much using all new stuff. But here you'll see one of the car animatronics kicking in now. Any seconds. When it wants. It's taking its time, isn't it? The vehicles are really good.
So that's why we were not responding.
Oh, so it's okay. No, I'm just waiting for this thing to kick off, but it's just not doing it. There's a taxi ready to drive, but it's not going anywhere. Is it on a trigger or something?
It's underneath the track.
Yeah. Oh, the trigger is. Oh, yeah. No, that's a. What do you mean it's underneath the track?
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, that's because of the delay, I guess. But there is no trigger sequencer in this one, I think.
They just go for it. Well, he's not moving, but it's nice though. You
it
can come in
looks
and
really
see.
good. They have some really pretty nice buildings in the blue section area.
Yeah, one thing I think is good is that you can see like that. Although they did the same motion, then how much variation you get just from a few color changes, of the animatronics. For instance, you got that same guys here pretty much, but just changing the hair color and the skin color a little bit.
I love that.
Let's have a look at the other ones then. So that's like a movie set, crashed bus. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what's happening, but I can talk with you on Discord, and my phone internet works, but I can't enter like internet page, so like I can't watch your video right now. Only
You gone again. So this one's just a scene. This one's not. Oh, it is being filmed. Oh, it's like a news report. Look. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. I
Um,
haven't seen this one yet.
yeah. So she's there doing a news report on one of the buses that's gone over. That's cool. One thing. What this is really cool. This is the piece. This is the bus that you can ride in the new tour. And they're giving you a stationary version, but there's not a stationary version. Of a non-battered one. There's only a battered one, which is a shame. Felinot says, I can't think of a use for a camera crew in a theme park. I guess you've never been to Universal Studios then, because they're everywhere. Camera crews are all over the place there. That's kind of the point. It's meant to be like you're in a studio.
not that much.
Huh?
Not that much.
What?
Only
Cameras?
the tour, I suppose, when they're recording something.
No, not like actual ones. But there are people who run around with cameras and get you doing little news reports and stuff, and there are like, they run around and do like little stunt shows and things, and and then obviously there's animatronics of camera crews in some. Actually, a lot of the rides that use them have gone now, but things like Twister and all that was they used to have camera crews on that, Yeah, don't get me wrong, like the actual guys holding cameras is quite niche, but all the stuff that comes with it, I think is great. So I've just chopped her feet off, poor cow. But these people sitting on boxes and this cable and all that, they're really useful for any park. This is a good one. But yeah, maybe them actually sort of setting them up and filming scenes is a bit specific.
Looks like more something like out of the movies game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've got because I'm loving that at the moment. The movies, I'm doing a series on that and having a blast. But the plan with this pack is to start a little sort of side project called Geekism Studios, where we do a Universal or Hollywood Studios style park, but all the rides are going to be based around the other games we play on the channel. So we're going to have a movies backlot ride based on the movies game. We're going to have that Harry Potter Robo Arm thing. We're going to do a Subnautica ride using that. So it's all like swishing through the water and stuff. And then I'm going to do a sort of like a indoor coaster about surviving Mars, where you sort of like swishing through Mars and stuff. So that's the plan, is that each ride, because in the universe, if you've not been to any studios parks before, pretty much every ride is based around an IP, very IP heavy parks. So they either have movies or film TV IPs or whatever. So I thought it'd be quite cool to do the other games we're playing as the IPs. These are cool. I wish.
It's the first time I see the medieval soldiers fighting.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome animatronic. That's possibly my favorite animatronic. I don't know how useful it is, but it looks awesome.
Which one?
The two soldiers fighting, the two medieval guys.
I was wondering, like, why is that the only one that is fighting?
Yeah,
and
I think
it's new, that one.
Yeah, that's new.
That one is new, but those are the old knights.
Yeah,
fairy tale knights.
Yeah,
look, those lights, like the square lights.
Yeah, they're so
amazing.
good.
They're small enough, but please give me like
just give me one. Yeah, just give me one light on its own. They give you two on a tripod and then a row of four.
A row of four, yeah.
Which again, they look good and they look great on this lighting rig. If you want to make a stage or anything like that, they're really good. But just give me one on its own. They're getting so much better. Frontier are getting so much better at like not theming things and not making everything huge and not making giving us smaller things and things we can do. But like they've still got a way to go. But yeah, they're really getting there. Oh, look at this one. So they're as far as I got. They're the few I looked at earlier, but this one is. Oops. This is a bigger battle. That's quite cute. So again, it's just kind of showing you options for film setups and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Next, Last Stand. I like that they've kind of, given a few for each theme. So we've got like a few westerny ones and a few fantasy ones. And it's just like I say, obviously I would never use these,
no.
but I think they give you some really nice ideas of how the things go together and. Somebody's put then, yeah, but again, the stick up everyone's butts. Yeah, it's obviously a design that they're going with, and they're running with it. And Sam Denny said, he said the reason we do it, he said the reason they all have sticks up their arses and the reason they're all a bit bigger than guests is because we want, and it is an important design feature. They want a strong silhouette. And the idea behind the silhouette is that from here, I can look over there and I've got a pretty good idea who's real, who's guest, who's staff, who's animatronic, and that's why they do it. Is because you've got to remember that at a certain point this is still a game, and it's not just a tool for making pretty things like we all do with it. But at some point people are going to be playing from up here. And they're going to be like, right, okay, I've got my animatronics there, I've got a staff guy walking around there, And he said, and apparently that's the reason why there's only one janitor skin, and there's not like a few different style of janitors and things like that. It's why all the security guards look identical and things like that. It's because that from a distance they want stuff to be very easily recognizable.
Yeah, true. I think someone just came in.
Hello.
So,
Oh my god, it's getting crowded in here. Can you shove over a little bit?
Sure.
Oh, Gulpy's here as well.
Space. Yeah, I'm pretty slender.
Yeah. How's it going, Silv?
I'm pretty tired. I just came back from water polo practice. I didn't skip it to play Planet Coaster, so I haven't done much. So I'm kind of watching this to catch up now.
Oh right, okay, fair enough. I used to play water polo quite a lot, to be honest. I was really into it until my horse drowned.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
that was a really bad joke. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Wait, that is too much of a coincidence. This is gonna go wrong somewhere along the way.
That's quite a nice one. That's quite a generic sort of. The back of that is awful, but that's quite a nice generic one for like a concert. Yeah, like a concert. Yeah, definitely. I think, to be honest with you, this is probably what most people are going to do with this sort of stuff.
yeah.
I think they're going to build. We're going to see lots of like amphitheaters. Little stages where the costume characters jump up. There's a gulpy comes on. So what you can do there is you'd put a bit of path there, wouldn't you? Should we do it? So we get a little bit of path. Is there anything in particular you'd like to see, Silv, then to help you catch up?
I think I've caught up to most of it in a pretty short span of time. I think most of all, I just want to have the game in my hands for a while and create a ton of glass buildings.
Yeah, we were looking at the glass before. I genuinely think that little 1x1 glass piece.
The 1 meter glass.
Yeah, the 1 meter by 1 meter.
The glass is amazing.
That's the best.
I missed that. Sorry, Darren. Thank you for the donation. God, that's actually flew past me. Thank you very much, Darren. It's very much appreciated. That 1x1 glass piece, that's going to become the new snowman pipe. That's going to become the new pipe that everyone uses. Right, let's have a look. No, not paths. Where are staff? Shows how often actually play the game. There we go. Let's make a gulpy stage. So will he walk around there, or will he not? Because he's got nowhere to go. But that's the kind of idea in it. You put him there and make sure he's really happy.
I was saying that
I
was saying that yesterday before the live stream, that there was going to be some way that the glass was not going to be as good as we thought.
Yeah.
They were going
the
to
glass is really good.
Yeah. They were going to put frames around it.
Yeah.
There was not going to all glass pieces were going to be gigantic or something, to be colorable. But hey, they did everything. They first 1 by 1 meter.
Mm-hmm.
They're recolorable. They're amazing.
They're plain. They're just they're exactly what they need to be. Hello from Norway. Hi. Just going to buy the glass separate. Well, the glass actually is free. The glass comes as 1.6. So if you're really not into all this sort of stuff, you're getting glass anyway. whether you like it or not. Where are we up to? Radioactive. Oh wow, look at this. That's quite cool. So it just shows you how sort of versatile a lot of the stuff is, you know. Everyone's catching up. Yeah, you'll get there. That's really quite neat, actually. Again,
I am still waiting.
I'm so excited. Like it's 30 seconds.
I'll let them all catch up. If I'd have done this, if I'd have done this properly, we could have got a chat.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, the shark.
Yeah.
Shark?
You can
Is
that a shark or a nuclear bomb?
Shark.
It's a shark
What
bomb.
is in there?
Yeah, look, a shark. Shark
No,
chomp.
but the green. Is that
So
like those
the shark.
tunnels?
No, I think it's just R shapes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Whoa.
the actual pieces are just art
Yeah.
shapes. Because
Probably.
yeah. There you go. Look.
Oh, funny.
That's interesting. Maybe you could make water with glass.
Well, technically, like if you got the color right,
Yeah. And then you just put like a watery texture underneath it.
But why would you do that? Because you can just build underwater.
Because then you
and
can
then
make,
have
I
the
don't know,
water.
Because you want,
green
like,
water
tanks.
and orange water and that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
you
True.
would have aquariums or something.
yeah, tanks. That's why you'd use it, isn't it? Really, I suppose. So you could, because they have
Or
water above.
water in blueprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good as well. So you could do, like, do you remember at Christmas? I think it was last year. A few people did that thing where you drop the ground just a little bit, and you get the and then you put water over the top of it, and you get kind of like an ice.
Yeah.
So are you thinking that sort of thing?
Yeah, more or less.
So if you did that with like white water with a white texture underneath, I don't think I've got anything that'll work. Yeah, so you use like a snow texture that would give you quite a nice looking ice sort of texture. So if you did, you put like, what would you? I don't know what you'd use to under the water to kind of give you that shimmer. It's definitely something worth having to play with.
A fair bit of work to get it actually to work right in a believable way, but
yeah,
I guess it would be doable.
These new sci-fi guys that are recolorable are good, because that's such a. Again, it's amazing how much just being able to color some stuff in can really change the look of something, you know. Because I know in the original sci-fi animatronics, they're all just kind of like a silvery color, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They're not even down as sci-fi in the. Oh, I've got the filter on. That's why. Yeah, they're all just kind of like this sort of silvery green almost. And because they're not changeable, or are they? What's changeable there? Oh no, they are. That's new, isn't it? I don't think you used to be able to colour those in. I don't know. You're all.
They changed a few.
Yeah, but the fact that there's like 2 or 3, 4 different colours on this guy, you know, even his skin, which is quite neat.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
You know, because there you can there's an alien now because he's got blue skin, you know. Each of those scenery pieces has a sequencer further underground. Which scenery pieces? Oh right, yeah. No, it's not a sequencer. It's the guy falling. So this guy on the top here. There you go. He jumps out, look, and he gets shot. Woo, and falls down, and he falls into that box down there. That's what that box is. Right, let's look at a few more. Yeah, like I say, I'd never use these things, but it's sometimes nice to just kind of, oh, look at this. We've actually got a perfect bit of water set up now for this next one.
I'm actually thinking this pack is missing dinosaurs.
Yeah, a couple of dinosaurs, animatronics.
Cross promotion with their other game.
Yeah, but they've very sort of vocally said there won't be, haven't they? I know. Bo said that like no, there's no cross promotion. Nothing.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm not talking even about cross promotion. Just create your own fictional dinosaurs or whatever for studios. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody in the studio already made the models, and the animation might just throw it in Planet Coaster anyway. Same engine as well.
I imagine they'd probably have to crush the models down a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And also license because it's universal at the end of the day. I think.
Issue, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe there's an issue, but just create your own dinosaurs for like 3 or 4 dinosaurs. I don't know.
Exactly. Oh my Christ! There's like nearly 500 people watching.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I feel like I should probably make the most of that. So, hello. If you've not come to the channel before, we play quite a bit of Planet Coaster, but lots of other games as well. The remit of Geekism is to play things creatively, often at the detriment of gameplay. So that's kind of what we do here. But Planet Coaster is the perfect game for us because we can sit and fiddle with ourselves.
Excuse me.
Fiddle with little pieces over and over again and make stuff that looks good. This new searchlight's cool, isn't it? That's really nice. Again, you'll catch up. The big searchlight in the game looks really good. So yeah, if you're new here, click subscribe. We do a couple of Planet Coaster videos a week, probably a few more for a little while Studios is popular. But yeah, we make lots of cool stuff. So if you're new here, click subscribe. Thank you. And also the people you can hear. They're all awesome content creators as well. They're just coming in to have a chat, really. So we've got Delady Designer, Crash the Stream, Delady Designer. They're all too lazy to their own streams, basically. So they jump in on mine.
Yeah.
So SP Ridley, Silverette, and Delady Designer are here having a little chat as well. So yeah, I like that big searchlight.
Yeah, the spotlights are amazing. Like.
Yeah.
Just put nighttime and they look amazing.
The only thing, and again, I'm being a little bit nitpicky. Oh, look at that! Oh, these are really cool as well. These little sort of danger lights, like one of the emergency lights where the light spins around. They're really good. Hashtag it really does help at the channel. All right, shut up, Owen. Yeah, they're really, again, it'll catch up a bit. They're really nice. But yeah, these lights, where are they? Lights. Custom lights. They're really good, and there's lots of different, so this one does a circle. Well, actually, this one kind of does like a wavy circle, and then there's one that goes back and forth, 180 degrees. And there's one that does a right angle, basically. It goes right up to the roof, right at the sky, and then across. And then number 4, what does this one do?
I wanted to use that one, the one that circles for like light bulbs, because it's size super small.
Oh, okay.
And there's no trigger to deactivate the circle thing.
Oh.
So you can't really. That's the problem.
Oh, sorry. The one that spins around.
Yeah.
No, there's only. It's weird because they've given you ones where they're on and ones where they're off completely.
Yeah, and the off completely don't look good.
Well, why would you? I don't know why you'd want that. I don't get that. But yeah, these big ones. The problem is they're all just called animated light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like it should really be animated light, wave, animated light, back and forth. You know what I mean? Just give like a little bit of a descriptive name.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you've got to sit and click through and figure out which one you want. That's one that kind of does back and forth there. But they're really nice. I don't know how useful they're going to be outside sort of Studios Park entrance. But maybe people will find some cool uses for them in fireworks shows. But yeah, look here, emergency light. So you can have them flashing or just off. I just don't understand why you'd want it just off. It's really random. That's quite nice. That one there, I think, is the most useful new light. That's the one with the two sort of floodlights on the stand. I think that's probably the most useful one, purely for the fact that you're going to be able to hide the stand in a wall.
Actually, there's a very nice thing. There's a taxi sign with a light.
Okay.
And if you sing the taxi sign and just leave the light in the wall, it looks like an emergency light for exiting.
Oh right, okay, yeah, like an emergency exit light.
Yeah. Because I was going to use the square ones that go in and out, but yeah, they don't look.
Ah, nice. Yeah. So if you just drop it right in like that, yeah, it gives you like a safety light. Yeah. That's neat. Yeah, that's neat. But yeah, those two in the wall, I guess they're probably the ones I'm going to use. I'll go back over and add some of those into backstage areas and stuff. I wonder if you could use them in the lighthouse. Oh, that's a good suggestion,
Yeah.
Wolf. Those big ones, you could probably, if there's one that genuinely just goes round in a circle, they would make quite a good lighthouse. Actually, is it that one? That one goes round in a circle, but it's quite high up. So that's probably the closest one there is, actually. But yeah. It's only message more for what you said. It was doing doables for daily content, also because of private matters for a few of us. So yeah, we're going to do streams. Yeah, we'll get a first stream sorted soon as well. Actually, one thing I want to do. Let's have a look at the at that new flat ride, even though it's a bit jank. Because they didn't really show it properly on the stream, and it's actually pretty good. It's probably the best blueprint they've done.
That
one, isn't it? Yeah, they call it Eerie Elevation.
Eerie Elevation.
I think this is probably the best blueprint I've seen that they've made in the game. I think somebody's actually sort of tried with this.
They tried to make a story.
Yeah. So let's just get to a decent seat. There we go, seat 4. Okay, so this kind of gives you an idea of what you can do with the flat. So it's a flat ride. The only thing you can adjust, I think, is that final drop. You can pick when it drops and how long it drops and where it stops and things like that.
No. Actually, I've tried the sequencers and they are really bad.
Oh, okay. So what can you do?
Okay.
So what it does, it has one version that looks like the Orlando one, a little bit. It's not perfect. Another one that looks like also the Orlando one, but it's not perfect either. And then there's one that tries to do the California version. It only goes through the tall shaft instead of using the corridor.
Okay.
And there's another one that does the same but in reverse.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay, I haven't tested.
No, I haven't.
Thanks.
I
mean, that's not horrible. You just don't have a lot of
Yeah,
control.
you don't have options to like how many drops you want to give the ride.
I think in the end, having those options is more than they could have gave us, because they could have gave us just this one piece, no edits at all.
Yeah.
Like
it could have also.
Yeah, I am surprised that they gave us a ride that we can theme as opposed to a ploppable Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be that. I was thinking you'd put it down, it would be a hotel and you literally got in it and it went up and down. That's what I thought. So it is better than that. But I don't know. I think a track ride. All you'd have had to have done is make a track ride like all the other track rides, but then there's another piece that you can put in that makes it go up and down. So it rides into it, it goes up, it goes down, and it rides out of it. And then you could have had multiple cars go in, you know? It didn't have to be all fancy like the Orlando one is, where they split off and they form together, or any Terra for that matter. But if they'd have had a flat ride, a track ride, it chugs out of the station, into an up and down part, goes up and down a few times or as many times as you want, and then on the last drop it moves out of that and goes forward and then comes back around to the station. That is probably the best we could have hoped for. So yeah. Hey Steve, by the way, in the chat. Hello. Hope you enjoyed Dalton Towers. Sorry, go on.
I don't know the height, if it's too small or it's just that it looks small.
I think somebody said they've measured it and it kind of works out around the right sort of height for Terra.
Ah, okay.
But it's so difficult to judge because the 4 meters square aren't 4 meters unless people in Planko are huge. Because a 4 meter square in Planko like a person comes up over halfway of those. So yeah.
I think the people are actually huge, because I do think a 4 meter square is a 4 meter square. It's just that sometimes the scale is a little bit off.
Yeah, definitely. There's sort of like 3 or 4 different scales that they started working from, and definitely. One guy at one side of the office was making an animatronic, and then a guy at the other side of the office was building, the station.
Even I have recently heard that the Frontier office, at least right now, is spread over multiple buildings.
Oh yeah, because they're moving to a new one, aren't they?
Apart, perhaps.
Yeah, but the old the Planet Coaster ones are only all in a room.
Oh, right. Okay,
Right.
that makes sense.
That's
All
not
the
too bad.
artists are in a room, so it's
Okay, let's. I'm gonna play this while we. Oh, did I press the wrong button? Yeah, I have. Hold on. There we go.
Everyone in Blanco is Swedish. That's funny. Recently, I had the game open in the background without realizing it, and I thought, why are people speaking Chinese in the background? That
Ah,
was Blanco, apparently.
I think the idea
you
is.
really thought that was Chinese?
I mean, I heard a little bit of it. I was like,
I think the
That sounds
idea with it is
Chinese.
it's meant to sound like your language. Isn't that the idea? Like the same with Simlish.
no, you
it's
don't
meant
want
to
anything to sound like Dutch.
No, but that's the idea. It's one of those languages where in your head it's meant to sound like your own language.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The same as Simlish. The idea is that it's like this conglomerate of all different languages.
yeah, it's English, and there's a lot of languages mixed up.
Yeah. Look at this. I'd like to have seen a few more variations with the zombies than them all just sort of standing and waving their arms.
Yeah, same.
They're not. They're nice. They're good, and like some of them. But I think all there is standing still and being knocked over. I think. Stepping
No one
forward
eating
would have been
brains.
nice. Yeah. No eating brains or anything. No. But there's a narrative. There's the people get up to the
Yeah.
roof, look, and it's definitely the best blueprint they've done. And then there's the drop, and then at the bottom they're all. Here they are. Look. And there's an explosion. A few of them fly
Yeah,
around.
that's
There we
a
go.
little bit the problem I had when I was trying the sequences, because I thought there was going to be one where there are many drops,
Yeah.
like in the real ride, but it's just all the sequences have one that goes to the top at the end and goes completely down, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, we're going again. I don't want to write it again. So yeah, there's only one. That's it. There's only one carriage, which means that's going to be a hell for throughput. That like the queue on this thing is going to be
Yeah.
crazy. But like I said before, I think it's going to be used more as making cool looking videos than probably sort of, used as a ride in the game.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or create your own. I think create your own rides based on the animations the ride already has. You like at first you think, oh, I'm going to do a recreation of Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Because that's what all people think at the beginning.
We'll want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're saying going to be able to
That's
do.
the same like everyone is looking for in
Yeah.
Disney Studios now, like
Yeah.
pictures and.
But you really can't. So you need to create a new story for this type of flat ride, basically.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, because there's only that one section where you move forward.
yeah.
Which would have to be your what do they call it? Where it's all like there's clocks flying around and stars
The
and
fifth
stuff.
dimension.
Yeah. So that would have to be that bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Actually, there's a version of the sequencer where it does the drops first, and then you do the fifth dimension part backwards in the.
Oh, okay. So you could kind of do that, and it would be close. Not people fitting the ride to make it worth it. Yeah, Ms. and Diz, it's a funny one that for the if you're playing the game as an actual sort of management simulation. Why, first of all, but secondly, that's not going to be the best ride to put down. I don't think so. And now the other one they've done is, where is it? Track rides. Now this really isn't a great ride, but it gives you an idea of what you can do with it. It's called Panic at the Parking Lot. This ride is exclusively indoors, and they've built an outdoor version of it here, so it's a bit jank, but it gives you an idea of what the ride's capable of, which is good. All right, so
Actually, before you test the ride,
Uh-huh.
change the movie in the screen,
yeah,
because
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just applied coaster logo.
it's just a logo. It's like a standard thing, isn't it? So Rudy kept this quiet, didn't he? Rudy's done some for
Yes.
this. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw his name pop up. So these are there's
I
loads of
wasn't
new
surprised
movies.
At all.
Oh
How
no,
could that
because
be?
Yeah.
you know everything, don't you?
What a surprise that was.
I don't know. I'm completely out the loop, by the way, folks. I don't know anything that's going on.
I mean,
Um,
he made us almost part of the loop, but then not quite the last step. He just keeps teasing.
Did you guys? Did I told you guys that I was like, yeah, well, I heard one thing that is coming in a new update, and I was like, I'm totally not excited or whatsoever.
What
I
was
did
it?
tell that to people,
Yeah, I think
but that
I
was
think I've heard that.
that was the point that you can set a track that it stands still, and I was like, yeah, well, I don't care.
See,
Like,
I think that's
only
great.
for like people making dark rides.
Yeah,
or
but you're not
whatever
into
and
dark rides.
different
I think that's a
things.
really
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. But I think it's really nice, which you can do. I have no idea if I will use it, but I think it's a nice addition.
I think it's more so than it being a good addition. I love somebody's just called this Uthris the Ride. That's great.
What?
It's because it's a big parking lot, isn't it? So
It's the 60 seconds one, the one.
yeah, I've just put one on
he's
there.
made so many.
Yeah,
and
they're crazy.
One is from Tom, one is from Rudy, one is from
Pixelwares has done one. So here we go.
There's another one I think from
Oh,
No.
their names are in there too. I didn't even
Yes.
know.
Yeah, that's the reason I knew he'd done it. I still
didn't
haven't
even
haven't
use
spoke
it.
to Rudy.
there's
Yeah,
another one by Pixelwares.
yeah.
Oh, I
Pixelwares
feel
has
so
done some.
stupid now. Never mind.
So yeah, so there you go. That's up and running now. It's really badly implemented in this ride because they've literally just stuck it there. The difficult bit in this and the difficult bit in real life as well is to make this seamlessly go from live action effects to the video and then
I
back
don't
again.
think it ever succeeds, but that's just my opinion.
No, I don't think it does either. But at least like they try in the real rides, you know. Usually they'll just like blow air at your face so you blink for a second. It's like one of the most common things to do, or just like blow some steam up or whatever.
You've been to Potter then.
Yeah. That's basically what they do. They just blow steam. But I think it's fantastic, the Harry Potter ride, and it's so
definitely.
good that they've added this. And I've got a couple of really what I think are cool ideas for using these screens. So I can't wait to see whether I can actually pull it off. Anyway, let's go to test and see. So yeah, the ride itself isn't fantastic, that they built, but it does just show you what it's capable of doing. It basically works a little bit like the Huntsman from the Spooky Pack, but a little bit more moving. You know, you can move right up and turn around, and you can almost make a coaster out of it. Really, I wouldn't. You know, it is a track ride, but you could go pretty crazy.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Just going on a roller coaster track.
Yeah, you could pretty much make this pretty intense. You could spin it around and whatever else. But there you go. It shows you really nice sort of sweeping movements there. It shows you that we can stop just to watch that one guy fall over, and then we carry on moving again. And then we have. It shows. Oh, there you go. Shows you a guy fall there, and then you get this screen, which. The screen's not turned on. Why is the screen not turned on?
Yeah, I had the same
Yeah, I had
problem.
the same
and
problem
I thought,
once,
"Oh,
yeah.
never mind. It's not triggered in the track, I guess, or something. I
No,
don't
it's
No, it is because I've already done it
it's
once.
triggered, but sometimes it works, sometimes it's not.
Oh,
It's strange.
know. Sam
Oh,
Danny
it's-
tried it yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, that's my fault." And then I tried it today, and it was exactly the same thing. So
Ah.
it's probably just not triggered as it's supposed
I
to
could
be.
make it
I
work
don't know.
with the different by changing videos, actually.
Well, yeah, because it moves. Look, there you go. It's moving with them. It's just not the
Yeah,
video
yeah, you
itself
need to
isn't
keep the
actually
video
coming
in,
on.
I think.
There you go. It's working now.
So what about that movement? Do you have to like set
I-
the ride up yourself
I-
just so that it moves in
I
sync?
don't
I
know.
think so, yeah. I think you have to actually sit and point the ride to the middle of it yourself. Because if you actually watch it, I'll come out for a moment and then we'll go in and show you what it looks like coming in. But the ride itself doesn't sit perfectly with the screen. So it's not like you sort of attach it to the screen and it works itself out. I think you have to.
That is awesome, though.
I think you have to actually do it. But look at this now. Yeah, you'll see. Again, you're a little bit behind, but you see it come in, and then it follows the screen around. It's so good. Yeah, it really is so good. It's so well put
I've
together.
never heard of this since yesterday. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh, the actual
I
this
have no
style of
idea.
ride. The only one I've done, I think, is Forbidden Journey, the Harry Potter one.
But the only one that exists is Forbidden Journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go then. So yeah, I've done the only one that exists. I mean the Robo Arm thing. There's a few of those, I think, but I think
Yeah.
Forbidden Journey is the only one that uses this sort of omniscient screen or whatever they call it. So here you go. So it comes in, and then you follow the screen. So it actually feels like it's so good. It actually feels like you're moving, and comes round, and then you come back out again, and there you go. So obviously, it's a bit janky, right? It just kind of lies out or whatever. But it's really, really neat. I can't wait to try. Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I want to do. I don't know if you guys who are listening, who are talking, have played Subnautica, but there is I'm going to put this into a Subnautica ride, so we're going to have lots of underwater scenes. But there's a guy in Subnautica, the bad guy called the Reaper, and when you're flying around in your little buggy, swinging around your little buggy, he'll come and grab the buggy and shake it, and he's up on the windscreen and it'll work perfectly for that. So if I go into Subnautica, record the footage of him shaking the little submarine you're in, I can put that onto there, and it'll. I think it's going to look perfect. I really do. Who knows?
It's a great idea.
Who knows?
Can I just give some big props to the video created by Rudy? Because
it's awesome.
Really well done.
So they're made in game, aren't they? Oh, you're chopping up a bit there for me.
Oh, I was saying that all the videos, like it's Pixelwares. It was one from Rudy, and each one does like a different theme. Like one
sci-fi,
one
western, all that.
Adventure, western, and they are pretty amazing videos actually.
Yeah. So, but
what's
they're built.
Also interesting is that they were created in Planet Coaster. Like from what I've heard, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but basically a few weeks ago, Rudy sent me these pictures of a roller coaster in space.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, nice new project. And he was like, oh, this is a secret for Frontier. So turns out that what they did is like build roller coasters through these environments and like remove the view that you have of the track. So you just kind of follow the path of the
That's what I
roller
was
coaster.
wondering, because you can't see the track. So I was like, how has he done this? Yeah.
So it's really cool how they've made it. Although now I kind of wish, Frontier, if you're listening, that we might get the option for like an invisible track ourselves, because I remember this being an awesome feature using which you can make some really cool, fantastical rides.
Yeah.
It was a cheat in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I think.
That was super popular in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Even just if you like, for me, I probably wouldn't use it as like crazy rides, but it'd be great for like cinematics. You know, just at the end of videos and stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm seeing the screen and I'm thinking, I want to make a Doctor Who ride or something now.
What a Doctor Who ride?
Yeah,
that'd be good. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like footage in my head that works of that sort of straight on tunnel. You know, like in Star Wars, the hyperspace movement. I'm thinking all things like that that look
transition
good.
Moments, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that'd be really good for that sort of stuff.
It would be great for a 2001 Space Odyssey super trippy ride.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, how do they remove the track? I'm pretty sure it's a dev tool. It's something the devs can do and that we can't, unfortunately. So I assume that Rudy and Pixel and all those made the coasters and then sent the file to Frontier, and then Frontier will have got rid of the track and chopped it down into video.
So give us the edits, Frontier, to the edits to take out tracks.
Yeah. So unfortunately we can't do that. Lightspeed in Star Wars, I think exactly that's the sort of thing I think will work perfectly for this kind of stuff. Right, that's the rides. Anything? What else do you want to see, folks? Let me know in the description. We're streaming till 10, so actually no, we're not. We're streaming till 9:30 tonight because I need to edit the overview video. So you've got another because the thing came out so late. Anyone else sat around all day?
So what are you saying then? Am I first then, Yanti?
Is yours up? Is yours up? Whoa, wait.
Sorry.
I'm not happy about this. Let me go and see.
I was like, I was looking at my phone and then I heard you talk and I was like, what?
I can't see.
You said like,
I can't see
I'm
it.
having a video right after I'm done.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna. Mine isn't gonna be done. Is yours up yet? Yours isn't up yet.
15 minutes.
Right, I've got to go, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Wow.
No, mine's gonna be.
Actually, there was someone in the chat called George asking for signs, and there are actually really good signs.
There are. That's a great. Signs is a good one.
There's a really small one.
Yeah.
There's a really small one where you can put it like
behind stuff,
pole, like making the right directions.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Signs filtered by studios. Yeah, lots of cool signs. These are great. First of all, let's put a piece of wall down so we can see them properly. Okay. So first of all, you've got these three that are a pretty decent size. I mean, they're probably a little big, but you've got these three that are billboards actually. So you can use these as billboards. There's
A little too big for my taste as well.
a little, yeah, but I'm kind of used to it now, you know. But I think they could. I think you get away with them in certain cases. Cosmic Care. Let's do a Cosmic Care one. So these three, they're recolorable. So you've got a non-lit one that's lit using lamps. There's certain lights, as you can see. Doesn't really give off much light, but there's lamps underneath them. And then a non-lit one, and then a backlit one. So they're quite cool. They're going to be hanging out. Some of my favourite pieces in the game are these sort of hanging out signs, but they're pretty much unusable because you can't write on them or anything. So it's nice that we've now got a few that we can actually, stick images on and stuff. And then there's these, which are all new. These are all sort of like hazard and warning signs and stuff. I don't know how particularly useful they are, but they're pretty neat. And then there's
I like the small green one.
The which one?
The small where you can write text.
Yes, yeah, we're getting to the good
to
stuff.
Pretty useful to make like right pole directions.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're called.
Mast is in. Mast, you can come and chat if you want. We're in Discord. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's nothing to do with me. I just think people are interested in Studio Pack. Run through everything. I won't do a quick run through, Sam. There's going to be a video up on the channel of a quick run through of everything. This is more sort of specific things that people want to specifically look at, And Delady is going to have a video up very soon, apparently.
Is it really?
Apparently, that's what I've heard.
What a surprise. I know it's like, oh, I'm going to eat dinner just really
Do you know what? The problem
slow, and I
is,
was like,
I've had the whole day, but I always stream on a Tuesday night. So
yeah.
if the pack had come out about 4, I'd have beat all of you. But because it didn't come out until like 6, I've got it. They're recorded. I've recorded a 1.6 overview and a Studios Pack overview, but I've still got to get them.
I wanted to do that separate, but I was like, no, I'm going to make one. So I
Mask
wasn't
is
so
waiting
tired.
for a class full of kids right now.
Yeah. Oh, guys. Oh, of course. It's. I forget. You're in the past, and it's only lunchtime there. All right. Well, get back to it. John, we'll see you tonight. So here we go. So there's that one as well. Yeah, little stop and go walk sign for traffic lights, which is quite nice. And then there's these. These are all great. So look at that one. Look at that tiny. Look at these tiny signs.
Yeah, the tiny one.
Who's shouting? I don't know what somebody's watching.
That is going on in the ladies' army. I have no idea what's up there.
What?
Are you watching something like people
oh, no,
shouting?
My boyfriend is playing a video game.
Oh, right.
Is it GTA?
I can hear it.
A Way
kicking off.
Out. It's a new game that is released this week. A Way Out.
I don't
So
know.
you can play that with one friend, and you have like a split screen, and then you need to find a way out of a prison or something like that. So,
Oh.
but only one has to buy the game, and the other one can be invited into that game.
But you
Okay.
do need a friend to play it then.
No, you can also play it yourself, but then you have to buy it yourself. But you can also split it with a friend, and then you can play it. Yeah, it's pretty weird construction. I never heard of it before, but
I know that's how Mario and Luigi on the Nintendo DS worked.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're really good. And also, I'm assuming because they're flat, we're going to be able to do the alpha channel. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. So that's really nice. It gives us more options because really the only one we were able to do that with was the that little Western one, wasn't it? There was a tiny little metal Western sign. I don't know why. Right, I wish they just put all the signs together. It's ridiculous that we've got 2 places where signs are now. When we're looking, yeah, that was the only one we could really use. So it's so nice to have something shorter, you know. Like that. Yeah, that's really good. Do I see a new sign font? No, I don't think so. Racing Pirate Ranchers. No, they're the two spooky ones that came in spooky. Quite surprised we didn't get a new font, actually. I thought we might have got something a bit like Art Deco or...
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I didn't check it, but...
Yeah, a new font would have been nice. So I guess for you kind of stuck with racing for anything that looks sort of important,
for
I guess.
everything that looks modern.
Yeah, basically you stuck with racing. Can you show the train crash animatronic? Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely massive. I don't know what you're ever going to use it for, but it does look dead good.
Have you tried the carriage with fire?
Yeah, the barrels. It's like racing.
Yeah, why did they make it so long?
I don't
There's
no
show
idea.
on Earth.
Some of like animatronics. Let's just search for it.
Somebody's asking if you've been in Wicker Man.
Yes, I have. If you check out... let me put a link in the description. Hold on. Wicker Man's awesome. Very nice coaster. I mean, it's more about sort of the theming and the sort of overall experience as opposed to the actual sort of ride. I'll put a link in the chat. This is a link to my second channel where we do theme park reviews and vlogs and things like that. And there's videos of Wicker Man over there. So check that out as well if you're interested. I think also if you enter the competition, you can sub there for bonus entries. Talking competition, let's plug that. Plug. We're giving away a copy of this studio DLC. So if you don't win Delady's one,
Oh, I got one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silverettes.
you could also
yeah, Silverette gave his key to me to do in a giveaway. So thank you, Sil.
oh my god, that's a really
welcome.
long link. Hold on.
I am not seeing a link yet.
No, it takes a while. I don't actually. They might not show on YouTube. I remember we had a bit of a problem with this sort of
You
thing.
are the one that has the challenge. You can put links. Or
Yeah.
a mod. Oh yeah, there's it.
There we go. So that one is in a competition. You can enter that. You can win a copy of the Studios DLC, and there's a link there to Parkgasm. You can go and check that out. You can use the new coaster car to bury in the ground to make it like a test and try. Oh, geez. Hold on, Tommy. What are you saying to me? There's this awesome invention called punctuation. Can you use the new coaster car to bury in the ground to make it like a test and try car at front of queue? I know what you mean now. I've tried that a few times. It's really tough to do. I know what you mean. You mean like set up a seat at the front of the queue so you can see if you fit in it.
Your link doesn't work.
Link says via YouTube. Oh well, you can't
No.
you can't win then, can you? Hold on, let me do it the long way around. Hashtag spooky door. Hello.
Spooky door.
Did you hear it? Can you hear the spooky door?
Yeah, it is.
Spooky door's a big deal on Geekism.
That happens in nearly every video.
Oh, Nicholas bought me a cream egg. What's that for?
Sheila gave us some.
Oh, Sheila's given me a
Broken up
Cadbury's
Reese
cream
there.
egg. Do you guys get Cadbury's cream eggs in Holland and Spain?
I don't know what they are.
Oh, you're missing out.
Really? They don't get cream egg?
What kind of cream egg?
A Cadbury's. You've heard of Cadbury's?
Cadbury's.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I've never had those though, but I wish we had Cadbury over here.
Yeah,
It's-
We
Cadbury's
don't have
awesome.
Cadbury either.
Cadbury's awesome. Okay, should we try this again? Okay, see, we got hashtag
Oh no,
spooky
wait,
door.
I have had those. They're pretty good
Yeah, they're not as good as they used to be because they don't actually use proper Cadbury's chocolate anymore.
because it was taken over by Kraft, right?
Yeah. The actual like Cadbury chocolate bars and stuff still use the proper stuff, but for some reason, cream egg they
You should
started using
actually
cheaper.
get money from Cadbury right now.
Yeah, for advertising. We're going to Cadbury World in when are we going to Cadbury World?
May.
May. We're going to Cadbury World in May. So there'll be a vlog on Parkgasm. Check that out. I'm kind of disappointed by the robot arm ride. It doesn't seem as useful as I expected. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it suffers from the same thing the Huntsman did, where it's going to be a ball lake to point it in any direction. But I think it's all right.
Did you build it?
Nothing. We're just having a look
It
at all the new
works as
stuff.
intended.
Yeah, it works as intended. Yeah, I think it's as good as I thought it would be. And those screens, they're ace.
How is the tram tour actually?
How is the what?
The tram tour.
Again, it's a bus that goes round in a circle. Like it does exactly what it says on the tin. That's the one I think. That's the one
Actually,
I
I've
think I'm
heard
gonna
that transport doesn't work really good.
Oh, really? What, to move people around?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work very well on all of them, does it? Really?
That's right. People guests don't like to use transport rides.
You're gonna make it so it's the only way. Sorry, I'm eating my cream egg. Just chat amongst yourselves.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading chat. Oh man, it's so good.
The link doesn't work still.
The link doesn't work still. Well, you're doing something wrong. £2 on Jonty. Shut up, Malova. Mr. Malova asks me every week, how's Chub Club?
Did you tell him I lost weight?
Nicola lost £0.5 this week. Very happy with herself.
Oh, pizza.
Even though she had the same pizza I did, and also put away a bottle of wine.
I'm playing netball and decorated the wallpaper.
Yeah,
and
all right,
kitchen.
all right. Tell some jokes.
I'm leaving.
I don't know any jokes. What was that one I put on Twitter the other day that was pretty good? My friend has got a job at a factory building very average stuff. It's a satisfactory.
Oh my god.
That's good. I thought it was a good joke.
Is this the dad power awakening
Oh yeah,
inside?
Yeah.
we do. No, we do dad joke. We've done dad jokes for a long time. We've done dad jokes on live streams since before Xander was born. Actually,
That was
yeah.
just preparation.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Now it's the real stuff.
Let me find this train thing. Yeah, he can do. He's been flat out. Checked on him just before they started streaming. He was fine. Where is it? Train. I searched for train. It wasn't there.
Locomotive, maybe.
Oh God! Who uses the word locomotive?
Okay, I know why you are searching. It's not in the piece. You are thinking. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's animatronics. I've got it. It's just because they call it locomotive instead of train.
Oh.
Look at this. Oh. Ta-da. Now, the only real problem with it is that it thinks as a floor. So you can't do it. You can't have it up above it. Please tell them my magician joke. Oh, it takes ages, Oliver. It's good. It was a good one, though. Are you in Theme Park Worldwide's vlog? Yeah, look, it's because it's got a floor. It's really annoying. Like, it doesn't... It should just kind of hang off and then go away, you know?
But
Do you know-
I think that's because they do the animation by hand.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I would have just animated it so that it kind of stopped hanging and then went back. Because then you could have used it flat. But then also you could have lifted it up so it sort of, it could overhang people. And I just think it's not incredibly useful as it is flat like that. So, right, I think we're going to start wrapping it up. Anything in the chat people want to see quick before I sign off? Look at that! What a park! Look at that! What we've built today.
I think it's much better than what you managed to do in Frontier Expo. So good on you.
No,
You're
my Frontier Expo flaming green cock was pretty good. I thought. Yeah, the only thing I managed to make at Frontier Expo. But what did you make?
I didn't even play the game. I think.
I can't remember what I actually made on the live stream. It was nothing, was it? I was going to do the Frontier Expo logo and everything, and then somebody had already done it. So I didn't bother. Right, cool. New sequence show show the ride system of this just on its own. Okay, I think I've already got one over here somewhere, haven't I? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's what it looks like. One thing I really appreciate is that it's incredibly plain, which is great. The haunted drop, or whatever they call it, Horror Heights. I do like the fact that it's very unthemed. But yeah, and yeah, scale wise, it looks pretty decent. Doesn't look too big. All animatronics. There's going to be a video on the channel that goes through every single piece. This live stream is more about just sort of coming on and oh, thank you very much, Laura. That's very much appreciated. Can't wait to see Geekism Studios. Ooh, yeah. Should we have a sneak peek of Geekism Studios before we sign off? That sounds like a good plan. Load Park. This is very much a work in progress, and I genuinely just started it last night. Played for an hour, just to kind of get a thing started. Quick look at the Hop and Ride Studio Tour train. Oh, I didn't do it, did I? Sorry. But there, like I say, there's going to be a video afterwards where all of it is there. Robert, stop spanning. Oh, I can't see a Robert in the chat. Oh yeah, I can. Hold on then. There we go. Done. Here we go. So it's very much a whip. This is, but it's a complete rip off of Universal Studios. Right down to the ball. Basically, that's all I've done so far. So
The ball is amazing.
What is, sorry?
The ball.
The
ball is
ball.
amazing.
It is until you look at it a bit closer, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's actually a bit jank. So if you go from like there, it's pretty good, but then you come in, you're like, oh yeah, it's not great. I think this is going to end up being a bit of a big series. I was in and ahhing until I actually saw Studio Pack, but it really has impressed me. I know some people here maybe aren't as impressed. No names.
Sorry, what?
So some people maybe aren't as impressed with the Studios Pack as others, but
Oh, I'm
I think it's pretty
No,
good.
I'm playing Parkitect at the moment.
Yeah. How's that going? Are we allowed to say what you're doing in Parkitect?
What? Sorry?
Are we allowed to say what you're doing in Parkitect?
Oh yeah, you're allowed to say
Okay.
it for sure.
So
It's
you're-
not exactly a secret, but it's not.
Well, that's
exactly something
what I
that's
wasn't sure. Yeah, so you're working on the scenarios for them, aren't you? You're working on the levels, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
So you're building the start bits that people carry on with, sort of thing.
The episodes.
Episodes that they call
definitely.
them. Yeah. They keep knocking it out of the park. They do, considering they're such a small
Yeah.
team. And I know they're kind of doing this thing where they just kind of put whatever Planko have done in, but like that new lighting system
No,
they've put
they've
in.
got some different stuff.
They
as
have-
well.
oh,
They've
yeah,
got
they
a
have.
bobsled
The
co-
management-
yeah, they've got a
management
bobsled
is
coaster.
Yeah,
You
they've
can
got
actually recolor the trees.
yeah, they've got some great stuff. The little sort of like shop blueprint that's just the counter. That's a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like a counter that you can make any product be sold from, and obviously all the backstage stuff, the staff and the carrying stock around and all that sort of stuff is great. But the little devlog they put out today or yesterday, was it, with the new lighting system? It looks gorgeous, really
Oh,
cute.
it's beautiful. Yeah, definitely. It's amazing looking.
Yeah, cool. Right, there we go. I'm going to leave it there. So that's next. That's what we're going to be carrying on playing tonight, probably. Thanks for joining me, Silv, Delady, and SPR. You're very welcome here. And thanks everyone in the chat for watching. Like I say, I'm going to run off and do. Was the studio signed custom? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So the Geekism is art shapes. The word studio is actually Mass Bandit's Art Deco font, which I'd very much recommend downloading.
That's
It's
made
very
with the
good.
Christmas bubbles.
No, it's just the little triangle shapes.
The triangle.
It's because it's actually quite big. Obviously, it's although it looks really neat. There's another decent font going around at the minute by Haplo that's quite good. It's a larger font, but it's really nice. So have a look, search for Haplo fonts on the. I like fonts because saves me having to do them.
True,
Yeah,
same.
that's right. So I've got all the fonts, Fogs
I
ones, and
made
all
all my
sorts.
fonts
Yeah.
by hand.
No, I did this by
I
hand.
use SP Ridley for my fonts.
Yeah, I might take up on that one.
I love
did-
you, SP. You know
I did that one myself.
I
but
don't
that's-
take
that's
enough
what it is.
time to do my own series or anything.
ABC. Overview video up on my channel there if you want to see all the new stuff. There you go. Head over to Pause and check out his. And like I say, mine will be up, I don't know, some point this evening. Who knows? Hopefully next time.
Mine up now.
Oh, it will, but it'll be like 2 a.m. probably. So I'll get all of Masked Bandits viewers instead. So there you go. Right, thanks very much for joining us, folks. Hope you enjoy the studio pack. Remember, if you're still on the fence about studios pack, you can have a go at winning it. There's a link in the description. It'll take you through to a competition to win a copy of studios pack. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Give us a like. It really helps out the channel.
Oh my god.
Well, what can you do? I got bills to pay. And thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.